Let's go board. I don't remember the name of the ship. The ship. Take off to Rena, or for Rena.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
Rena, A World of Death skit. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
Skit, the challenge of a lifetime.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Guessing they're referring to the spirits, maybe? Oh, I didn't read the name of that skit. Well, here it is.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule, but if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Okay, those are all of the skits. Fast travel is open. I can fast travel. I feel like I should head home. Right. Let's give these a look-see. Okay, I can't do anything with it. Can't do anything with it. Hoodle didn't say anything, which means there's no owls here. I'm going to... Oh, I got new quests. I have new quests. Alright. Well, I'm going to head home then. Let's go back to Mosgul. I want to call this guy Hanks. Hanks is the name of the dude from Vesperia. The old man you meet at the beginning.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Keeping up with the Helgonquil. It's a new TV show, Keeping Up with the Helgonquil.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Get him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Hoodle's beak is literally tiny. Memories of Calaglia.
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know. I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Shion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Thinning the Herd skit. I'm gonna go sleep before I start this quest because I hope enough time has passed that I can build another connection with someone. But let's go ahead and get this skit.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegus.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
People is monsters. That's the point. We get it. So before we talk to Doc, where's the closest camp? Cave of Solitude have a camp? It does not. Got a quest here, though. Camp.
We've reached our destination. Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
So I see.
Alright. The Joys of Eating, a skit.
I love how much amazing food we get to eat even when we're out on the road.
Me too. Especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver-spooned elite for you.
Zealous taste testing. Okay.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on, I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec. Are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing.
She's eating food. I don't... What do they mean? They're making it seem all weird and awkward. But this is, again, all of the girls are slim, and yet they're only pointing out that she is. They're fine. Renwell's a child. Kisara is... Her waist is the same size as Shion's. Whatever. Revealing cooking skit.
Hey, Alphen. Why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
You know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
But now that you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now. At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
I can most certainly relate. Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
I don't think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger the better.
I just wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
I like food that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
We all know you're a quantity over quality kind of...
What was that?
Nothing. I lost my train of thought.
You know, I've also noticed Shion's not really into the same kind of food most Renans are. Could be it's got something to do with the way she grew up.
That's so me. Even when I was little, I was all about food that gives me strength. All meat, all the time.
And I guess Kisara is so good at cooking fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with fish because it used to be the easiest thing to get. When you work with something long enough, it comes naturally to you.
I like fish just fine, but what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same thing.
When you get down to it, I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived.
Alright, so we've caught up on our skits for cooking. Let's see if we've missed anything. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no. Oh, that was just a fire zipping past the screen. Never mind. Thought I missed one. Alright, let's rest. Let's cook. What have we not made? I wish it would mark what I have not made. You know? Or sashimi. Pork bun. Have we made the wiener yet? Let's make the wiener. Alphen.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Alright, let's talk to Renwell.
Renwell, mind if we chat a little? I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Renwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's because I was still hiding a lot from you guys. Am I really all that different aside from that?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alphen.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good nor bad by itself. It all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy. I don't see why he would be.
Are you saying you rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh. Though, actually, it felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why.
Because you are still a little
Night,
kid?
everyone.
You're under the age of 18. You're a child, whether you like it or not. Oh, and that finishes off hers. Aquarius Damnation.
Another day, another Gald.
I think. My phone didn't go off to give me the achievement. Oh, it did. Yep, that finishes Renwell. So when we do our next quest, that should allow us to sleep and get the next person. So let's head back. We'll just go to Uzbek and grab this one. Just because it's closer.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
The chickens finally lay
Hey,
eggs?
she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
The chickens finally laid eggs! And I stole them. Okay.
I wonder if something happened.
Hey, Alfred, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Who are you talking about? Her? Law, you're gonna get yourself wrecked. Oh, there you are. It's Nate.
Yeah!
Oh no, that's his Grinar. Nate's the blue-haired one. Hey, seems like you folks are staying pretty busy. Oh,
Hey.
you could say that. You seem to be in high spirits yourself, Grinar. I try. I like to think I'm good at staying positive, if nothing else. After all, everyone's so scared right now. It's important for guys like us to stand tall and keep hope alive, you know? You said it. What's got you all down in the dumps? Me? I'm fine, I guess. Well, you don't look like it. You don't look like it to me. If Zephyr saw you like that, he'd been none too pleased. Oh. Grinar, cut him some slack. His dad's dead. What'd I say? Oh, yeah, he's your dad. Huh.
Yeah!
Anyway, I just remembered that Nath said he has a favor to ask you guys. He does? What is it? You should just talk to him yourselves. Tell him I sent you. See you later.
That's great.
Huh, he scurried off in a rush. That stuff with Zephyr, I mean your dad, still weighing on your mind, huh? Your dad died not too long ago, and like, everyone's treating him like it's been years.
I guess...
I've known every Crimson Crow since I was in diapers, so I know better than anyone just how much they revered him. It's not like anyone's pointing the finger at me, but it's hard to stop imagining they don't hate me somehow. Don't you want to wait here while we talk, or do you want to wait here while we talk to Nathan?
Thanks.
No, I'll come along. Not like waiting around is going to make me feel any better. Mixed feelings. Talk to Nath. Oh. Nath, why didn't... Fine.
Huh?
Oh, hey, you guys. What can I do for you?
Well,
We're going to ask you the exact same thing. Grinnar sent us to talk with you. Said you had a favor to ask. Favor? What favor? Oh, I know. Hmm? You know the Iglia wastes? There's a Zoogle there I want you to take care of. For now, we've managed to contain it and block off the road. Oh, this is that boulder that's been sitting there since the beginning of the game. But who knows when it'll break loose and start causing trouble again.
All right.
Makes sense. Guessing you want us to go in and make sure that never happens. More or less, yeah. But I'm not asking you to do it, Alphen. I want Law to take care of it instead. Me? Really? You got a problem with that? No, it's not that, but...
All right.
Good. We'll get to work as soon as possible. If you need to break the barrier to get it done, that's fine too. Anyway, it's all for me. Don't let me down. You hear?
I guess.
What is it with these guys? First Grinnar starts acting weird, and now Nate? It's me. This is because I got my dad killed. Law. No, it's fine. It's the least I can do after what I put these guys through. I'll be back.
Got it.
Nobody said we couldn't help. Help you. We'll come to. It's obviously like a little test here to show that they do like him. I don't know which way the Iglia wastes are. This way. And it's right there.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Might as well grab these fish while we're running through. It's a carp. Antidote rock. One-shot some wolves.
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter?
Oh, you came. Nath told me to expect you. You'll find the Zoogles further ahead. Be careful with them. Gigantos, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and save it up real quick. Tear down this wall.
Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really?
Looks like the Lord of the Plains, but it's...
So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
This is just a
That's
lobster.
no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now.
Why is there a lobster all the way out here? Got anything in here with you? Okay, well, I see its weak spot on its back. Thunderite.
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Oh, it turned around while I was in the middle of fighting it.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Now you see what I can do.
You'll soon see about that!
I'll crush you!
Okay.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Swallow dance! You're mine! Roar now!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Inferno punch!
That'll bring you down.
You're really done for. I'll smash you!
A whirling struggle.
Whee!
Swallow dance!
No one was dead.
All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of purity.
At least as far as I knew. It's not gonna charge, so I can use hers.
Can't get out of this! I'll smash you! Dragon Force!
I'll be saving this one.
Dust to dust! Not my fight!
Oh, tail whip.
Stay away from my friends! Drops in pain. Take this!
Okay. That means I get to save that.
Where are you going?
Take this! Can't get out of this! I'm ready! Time for one more! Armor won't save you! Try harder! No!
Oh. How have we not popped this thing yet?
A chain between no.
You'll pay for that! Sizing yours to be let free! You require a hand.
Amazing.
Take this!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Not in your dreams. Resuscitation.
Take this!
Raging storm.
Pay for that!
Up and in.
Come on. No.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Take this! Armor won't save. What's this?
Finally broke the cord.
I'm on! This one's on mine! Try this!
Oh, sparkling stars.
What's this?
Rain down.
Eat this! Jet blossom! Take this! No further! Dragon Force! Can't move!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Whew.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Far enough! Ready and ready!
Resuscitation.
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning orb. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Here I come!
Chain between two lightning
All right.
two.
Down it.
I really owe you one.
What's this?
Here I go!
There you go.
This is looking good!
Illuminate magic is there. Holy lamp. A chain between heaven and earth.
Mirage!
A wailing banshee of divine savior.
Super swallow dance!
I owe you, Xion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Oh, I didn't get it off in time, huh? I think that still negates it, though.
A wailing banshee of light.
Why did he just scream like that when she got knocked out? Hey, reach the halfway point.
Can't get out of this! Anything in order is all mine! Dragon Force!
The enemy is going
Oh, did I not steal it because it was in over limit? Oh!
No further!
I never miss.
Not my fight!
Can't be happening.
Ooh.
You! Stay away from my friends!
I'll be saving this one.
Well,
I can feel the medicine working. I'm sorry.
Dragon Force!
Your bruised all over. Did you even notice?
Guess I got carried away.
Oh, we can't. We can't even. We can't even.
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know. Glacial Spear, Pierce Evil! Freeze Laser!
Can't even. Oh, it was even doing the animation of a dodge. And it still was like, nope.
The earth throbbed in pain.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Okay. I really wish she would just stay away, right? I can't tell a single character to stay away. It's either everyone has to stay away from the fight, or no one stays away from the fight. And I absolutely hate that.
I can feel the medicine working. A wailing band divine resuscitation!
Maybe just hitting that?
They'll pay for that. First strike. Take it.
Resurrection!
Take this.
The enemy is going all out! Far enough! Glacial Spear!
I think he's gonna rush me. Yep. Why can't I steal that when it's an overlay?
I could do without this pain.
I never miss! Lightning Orb!
The earth throbbed in pain.
I'm breaking all down.
Okay. I kind of want them to get away first. Okay, or not.
Just what the doctor ordered!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Between heaven and earth!
No.
Oh, how's this? Searing Flare! Reload! By the power of... Ready to go! Lightning Orb! Powered up! Magic is amped! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Dragon Swarm! Do you require a... No. Can't end here.
Don't leave me!
Well,
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
like, get off their bodies. Oh, that's not good.
Now you see what I can do.
Try harder.
All right.
Ready to go!
Rush me again.
Healing Circle! Ready to go! Tidal Wave! Hear me!
Take this.
Fury!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's our tidal wave. I really want them to not be in the fight. They're ranged fighters. I don't have any of their moves memorized enough to be able to tell them what not to use.
I never miss! A whirling circle! First force!
In a bind.
Hold on to your arms! Can't be wrapping on!
She's knocked out again. It's going to turn its attack to Rinwell when I need it to come after me. Thank you. God, that stupid lightning. And it's an overlimit, of course. Oh, that's its water. Yeah. She can't steal that, so that's just a waste. I mean, it's still damage, but it can't steal it. Done. No, that's the electricity. Dodge! Dodge! I couldn't dodge because I was in the middle of... I was in the middle of entering overload.
Nothing gets by me.
I owe you all. It's time. You picked the wrong fight.
No further. Oh, you are gonna pay for that.
I'll turn you back. I'm ready. They're crumbling.
Now beat the crap out of them.
Remind me to stay on your good
I
side.
dodged that.
I'll smash you.
Where are you going?
A chain between heaven and earth.
Let's save her a little bit and use this on Law.
Take this. In a bind. I've let you all down.
And he's already unconscious again.
Here comes the big one.
What I think I'm going to do... Oh, whatever. I was in the middle of dodging. Oh, stupid lightning.
This one's mine. I never miss.
Look sharp. Tectonic pull. Tiger blade. Take this. I'll take you here and now.
I'll take you all on.
That's gonna push it away. Meaning I just wasted my thing.
No further. Shattering out pieces. Attack us. Let's keep up the pressure.
It didn't break the core.
Armor won't save you. Now we're not in a bind.
Now I'm stunned. Mm.
I've let you all down.
Come on. You have to hold on.
Can I move now? Thank you. Oh, it's gonna...
This one's all mine.
It's risky.
Try harder. Not today.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Oh, whatever. I was dodging that.
No further.
That's so stupid.
Swappy.
I'm gonna need more of that edge. There! Is this it?
I can't bring any of them back because they're underneath the electricity. And she's just gonna stand here on top of it. Yep. Get behind it. And not pop the core. No, get out of there.
Now I can let loose.
Get it off the bodies, please.
Now or never.
Try harder. No further.
you. And it's an overlimit again, meaning it will one-shot any of us. You're gonna charge me. I rolled! It just does not register any of me dodging. Charge me so you can get off of their corpses. Okay, it's knocked down. Well, I wanted Law to be the killing blow, but I also was annoyed by this fight. So I'm just ending it.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some... Law.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Danins and Renins, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
Well, we got an astral flower. Everyone is still level 46. Sounds like your business here is done. That's a relief. Now I don't have to stand guard anymore.
I thought I was used to fire by now.
There's nothing else in there. Let's go ahead and go back to Uzelbeck. Ulzebek. Complete this quest, then we'll go take a nap.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We have to restock all my... I spent nearly every orange gel on that. And this isn't voiced. From the look of it. I take it you guys found the letter.
Hey.
Sure did. Did you guys put it there? Nope. Zephyr did. As soon as Law ran away. He left it there just in case something ended up happening to him and he wouldn't get to see Law again. The way him and Law were reunited, he never saw that one coming. Aye. Hey, chin up, kid. You still don't think we blame you for what happened to him, do you? Look, I won't lie to you. It really hurts losing a man like Zephyr. He was a father to all of us, you know? When you're in the business of fighting the Renans like we are, you're always prepared to lose friends and more along the way. Knowing Zephyr, guessing he didn't write you a very long letter, am I right? You know, when your parents met, your mom was a resistance fighter too. Did you know that?
I guess.
I figured it out. The reason she pulled out of the front lines was because she had you. She wouldn't stay behind to protect you while your dad would fight twice as hard for the two of you. That was the deal, anyway. There was only one time your old man broke it. And that was when he went to find medicine to cure your mom's illness. Needless to say, he didn't get it to her before she died. It's the only time I know in all those years when he acted for selfish reasons.
No way.
I had no idea. He never told me about that. But it goes to show, he never forgot about you or your mom that whole time. He still loved you both deeply.
Damn.
Yeah. I just took that and threw it all away, I guess. So what's your plan, now that you know how your father really felt about you? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But one thing's for sure. I'm going to grow up to be a man that both of my parents can be proud of.
All right.
Good answer. In that case, got something else to give you. That's the ring Zephyr was holding on to, isn't it? That's my mom's. It's yours, kid. You're ready. Don't waste this life your parents fought so hard to give you.
Thanks.
Yeah, won't. Thanks, you two. Zephyr's ring. Does it do anything? Gives me a title. Torchbearer. That's Law's final title. I mean, there's this one, but we haven't done that quest yet. Zephyr's Grave.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited, back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now, at one with great Dana. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.
Not to undermine that skit, but that contradicts Renwell getting upset that Dohalim wanted to bury people because she argued that people Danans
Looks like we
don't
get to sleep with a roof
get
over our
buried, Danans get lit on fire. And she freaked out about it, and now she's here telling him the opposite. Oh, I didn't spend all of them, but okay, let's go ahead and buy all those back. Buy back all my life bottles that I lost in that stupid fight. See if we can make any amount of money back. We can. Oh, that's rice. I don't sell foodstuffs, though. Foodstuffs is foodstuffs. I might have to lower it down to 30 to make all that money back. Because, man, that's a lot of money. But I will do that not on.
Did we really just spend that much money?
We have to. We have 2 more spirits to kill. They're such item dumps. Alright, what are we doing? We're gonna go sleep so we can see if we can finish off Law's Law's dialogue.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We also, though, we got Dawn Braces. Zephyr's Ring. It doesn't seem to be able to do anything. Oh, it does do stuff. We'll put it on him because we can always add new abilities to it later. Dawn Braces. Burning blood.
Huh? Something smells nice.
It's probably the accessory I picked up earlier. It uses materials that put off a pleasing aroma.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. I'm jealous.
Want to try it on? I'm sure it'll look great on you.
Really? I'd love to.
And that wasn't enough to do Law's.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Alright, well, this has already been an hour. We'll call it here.
I couldn't eat any more if I tried.
That is true happiness.